What do I want to listen to today? I think the delusional playlist should do. Hey y'all. Happy Monday. I feel like I haven't been on here on a Monday in a long time. I think I'm gonna do some readings and stuff today, but we'll see. I feel like I need to practice when it comes to flame lineage readings and stuff, so thinking about doing that. Just got done watching Love Island. Frustrated at the girls. I just feel like I hate seeing a bad bee crumble for a man that is insufficient. Like, none of these men are tea. Hey. Not for them to be acting the way they acting. But that's neither here nor there. I do want to do some readings today though, because I feel like I haven't done any readings in a minute on live. And the way that I'm reading is just different now. So and just vibe. Do any of y'all watch Love Island, or am I spiraling alone? It's so hot too. I'm missing the sunset. I usually sit outside while the sun is setting right now. But I haven't been able to do nothing all day today. I feel like I had some human design readings and some mommy and me readings today, and I did one of them, but I didn't do any of the others. So yeah, I wanted to do some one question readings though. If y'all have a question, put it in the chat for me so I can start some readings for y'all. If y'all are interested. I'm so hot right now. I feel like my skin is hot. Hey, Laura. I went to the park yesterday. I actually met somebody who has been my client, came to town yesterday, and we went to the park. And we sat out at the park and just chatted for like 4 hours, and my skin is so hot and so red from that interaction. So yeah, let me get on Patreon and tell people I'm on live right now. But I wanted to do some readings today. So if y'all got a question that y'all want to answer to, drop it in the chat for me as I pull this stuff up for y'all. Anything y'all struggling with. And also too on, I think the class that I'm doing on Sunday is supposed to be spiritual anatomy, which is talking about the spiritual organs, talking about internal alchemy, talking about the womb and sex and sexuality and what that is on a spiritual level or from a spiritual perspective. But I think I'm actually gonna move it into the next week because I forgot that this weekend was the 4th of July, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be doing what we typically do on 4th of July. This whole weekend, because I didn't realize a lot of people were traveling and stuff. So I might have to go ahead and switch it to another time. Sorry, y'all. Does anybody want to read in today? If you got a question that you want me to look into, drop it in the chat for me. I actually just got started. I haven't even been on here for like 5 minutes. And nope, there's no cost or anything like that. Hey, Chairman CEO. Who else is on here? I don't typically go live at this time, so I'm not sure what this is normally like at this time of day. Does anybody have a question? Anybody want to read in? Ooh, I'm so hot. I feel like I'm overheating. I had posted a video earlier talking about how society basically rewards us based off of performance and how it causes men and women to see each other as competition. And I honestly feel like that's an interesting topic because I feel like we starting to see that play out in real time if people are watching Love Island with some of the girls. Like I feel it's not even some of the girls, but also Ace as the dude. Like I feel like because our environment, our society rewards us based off of performance, there's so much competition amongst people. And it makes it really hard for us to really form genuine connections, for us to have communication and stuff like that, because I feel like it's so many people just trying to win the game opposed to wanting to form those genuine connections. Hey, sister. And so I made a post about it earlier because I wasn't going to make a post about Love Island at all because I don't like talking about people online. Like, I feel like being on the other side of that was really hard. That was probably one of the hardest things for me to adjust to when it came to being a content creator, because I went viral accidentally. Like, somebody had posted something and I felt like she was gatekeeping, and I just made a response video telling people the correct information. And I feel like for the first couple of years, I kind of struggled a little bit when it came to people talking about me who I didn't know, or like making videos about me or whatever the case may be. So I really don't like being on, like getting online and commenting on people's situation. Like, I like to talk about like general topics, but not like people's like life, because these is real people, but I feel like that conversation was really important because our society or collective just in general is shifting into a more heart-centered direction. Whereas I feel like when we base everything off of performance, that's more of us living out our mind instead of living out of our body. So I was actually talking to my brother about it because I was just like, dang, like at first I thought the guy in the villa was like just like a person who was like expressing himself, until I realized it was jealousy. And I feel like we see that in women oftentimes, and we don't get to see what that looks like in men, like the byproduct of us being rewarded based off of performance. So if y'all haven't checked out that video, go check out that video. Hey, Pashay. How are you, my love? I feel like I haven't checked on you since our reading. Hey, Don. I wanted to do some readings today, y'all. So hey, Deja. Hi, Miss Hey, Abby. Hey, Nye. I wanted to do some readings today, y'all. So if y'all have a question on something that's going on in your life right now, drop it in the comments so I can give y'all some feedback. Oh, thank you. My face is like really red because I'm sunburned a little bit because I was sitting out in the park on Sunday for hours, probably like 4 hours, because I have this client that I've done like a couple different sessions with her, and she's in LA for her birthday. So I went to the park to meet her and just hang out. And we was talking for so many hours, I didn't realize that my face was burning, my arms is burning, so I'm about hot. I needed the sun, but yeah. Will my hard work pay off within the career path that I'm taking? To be honest, it feels like you in this energy of repelling what it is that you actually want because you're chasing it. I think what you need to do is realize that you don't need to do more. I think you need to do more things that are aligned with what you actually want to do. Because when I jump into your energy around career, it feels like a fear of being broke or a fear of not being successful. And I think that because that's causing you to make your decisions based on that fear, instead of making decisions based off of what you actually do want. So I think you're going to be successful because you're determined. But I think that you're constantly going to be in this energy of chasing, where you feel like you can't catch your breath, or you're constantly in this energy of just missing the mark or only having enough to do what you want to do, because the way that you're moving is based off of fear instead of alignment. And it feels like trauma, to be honest. It feels like what you've experienced in the past has caused you to be money focused. So I don't know if that means that you're trying to prove yourself in some way, shape, or fashion. But I feel like you need to do stuff that's more aligned with who you are as a person. Otherwise, you're constantly going to be in this energy of feeling like, am I doing enough? Am I, is what I'm doing working? Or feeling like you need to do more when instead you really probably need to do less. Who was that for? Hold on, y'all. Let me see who that was for. Nye, does that make sense, love? Did she write in the chat? Okay. Am I on the right path? Yeah, I feel like for you specifically, Deja, there has to be you pulling yourself back in the present moment. Because what I feel with that energy is like you feeling like you need to be somewhere else when you actually are exactly where you need to be. It feels like some things are shifting around for you. So I don't know if that means that you're in a transitional period right now, but it feels like things are shifting around, and maybe you thought you were going in the right direction and maybe there was a setback or something that happened. What you need to realize is that sometimes things need to fall apart for things to come together. Okay, so and for some reason I feel like there's a mindset shift or something that happened, like something happened mentally. But yes, you are on your right path because you always where you need to be. But I think you need to kind of center yourself in the present moment more. Meaning like stop looking at the future and thinking you're supposed to be somewhere else, because then it makes you dissatisfied with where you are. And you can't actually nurture yourself in that moment if you constantly are thinking that you're supposed to be somewhere else. I actually like welding. I find it very fun. Okay. Right now I'm going to school for welding, but I want to cook and be a tattoo artist. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, I think you need to go with wherever your passion lies, and make sure. And that doesn't mean that has to be one thing, though. It could be a multitude of different things. It doesn't have to just be one path. I think you should explore it all. Hey, holistic honey. But go with whatever thing sets your soul on fire, and don't make the decision out of fear. Meaning like, I like welding because welding's gonna make me more money, but cooking is what I actually want to do. Like I think you need to make the decision, and I'm not saying that that's your case, but I'm just giving you an example. I think you need to make the decision based off of what actually lights your soul on fire. And if that's multiple things, it's okay to have your hand in multiple pots. Okay, just don't spread yourself thin. Yeah, I'm in a transition, definitely a setback. I had to change my mindset. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I feel like it is. I feel like whatever is happening in the mind. But you're going to be okay. You just need to stop looking forward and ground yourself in this present moment. Focus on the things that you can do right now that help to get you closer to where you're going. Okay. Only put your question in the chat one time, y'all. I'm going in order. Will my project I'm about to drop be successful? I don't know why I keep hearing timing. So I don't know if that's you focusing on the timing or feeling like the timing isn't a good time. But I keep hearing timing around your project. And I don't know why I want to say that. I don't know if this is the project that you're about to launch is an impulsive move, but it feels like that. Damn, I just lost what was on the tip of my tongue. It feels like there needs to be more things that are developed in the project. Not saying that you can't launch it right now, but I think that for something feels rushed to me, Nene. Can you give me clarity, love? Oh, you're okay, Nene. Is this something you're trying to rush to get off the ground? Because for some reason, I feel like something needs to be developed a little bit more. And I keep hearing timing. So I don't know if that's you worrying about the timing of the project or where that comes into play. I'll wait for you to give me some clarity on that. It was kind of rushed. I'm super anxious. Okay, so that might be the rush feeling that I'm feeling is anxiety. Okay. Um, and there's also like this fear of failure that I feel as well. But I feel like you are doing, like, the steps that you're taking are steps in the right direction. But I feel like there's something within the project that needs to be developed just a little bit more. What component of that, I don't know, because something feels impulse, something feels quick, something feels rushed, and that could very much so be the anxiety. So what I want you to do, Nini, is to trust yourself. Radically trust yourself. And it is okay if you get the ball moving and you got to go back and make corrections. You're not supposed to be perfect while you're doing this. And I think that is probably what you're getting hung up on too, is the feeling like it needs to be perfect, or feeling like you'll do something and it's not going to go the way that you expect it. When we talk about business in general, it never goes the way that you expect it, you know, and life is ultimately about making mistakes, you know, because in order for you to figure out the right way to do something, sometimes you got to do it the wrong way. So that's what I want to give you, Nini. I've been feeling unsure. I want more, but been feeling a little blocked. Any advice? So this is for Nay. I don't know why I'm feeling confusion in your energy, Nay. And it feels like trying to figure out everything before taking a step. Or like looking for specific evidence for something in your environment before you move. Like something feels like there's a holding pattern, or like a staying in place that's happening. And I feel like it's confusion. It's like overthinking or like looping thoughts or something like that. What I would like to tell you, Nay, is that the life is not about, because what I keep feeling like is perfectionism. Like you feel like if it's not the perfect move, then you shouldn't move at all. Okay. And I feel like that there has to be a little bit of you, trusting your intuition and taking the step even when the path is unsure, because I think the clarity for you is going to happen when you move down the path. Like, I don't think that the clarity is going to happen before you start moving towards that thing. I think you need to actually start taking the steps and the action steps towards what it is that you want. And when you do that, the clarity is going to come for you. Okay. But it's the perfectionism that's getting you stuck, because it's causing you to stay in one place because you keep looking for something to happen first. And it's not going to happen first. It's going to happen while you're taking those steps. Okay. You're welcome, Nini. Yep. That's me. Okay, good. Yeah. It's just like a looping type of energy. So I just want to let you know there is no perfect step. Okay. Just be committed to whatever path you take. And if you ever on that path and there is, maybe it's not making you happy or whatever the case may be, just take another avenue, choose another option. You're welcome, Nay. Sorry, I'm going in order. You can put your questions in the chat if you want them answered. I'm just doing some free readings, doing my due diligence, whatever. Okay, so that's Nay. I would love to know if you feel inclined to tell me anything about my current life situation. For some reason, I'm feeling the need to tell you it's time to let go. And I don't know if that's let go of control or let go of a person. But control, I don't know why control is sticking out for me. And then safety as well. I don't know if you've ever really felt safe in your life. And it feels like the certain things that you are doing is you trying to, like, clinging on to things and you trying to control things to make yourself feel safe. But I don't think it's actually making you feel safe. I think what it's doing is creating the illusion of safety. But you actually kind of feel out of, I don't want to say out of control, but I keep feeling grasping type of energy. But it feels like you need to go with the flow more, Marsha. I think that's for Marsha. Marsha, can you give me some clarity there? I think that's who I was talking to. Hold on, let me go back up real quick. Marsha. It feels like there needs to be a letting go of control and learning how to go with the flow a little bit better. Yes, you're spot on. I'm being challenged to let go. Yeah, that's what I feel in your energy, because it feels like grasping, and I don't know if you're like standing in between the old version of you and the new version of you, and you keep falling back into old patterns, but it feels like um you actually have to work on making yourself feel safe. Okay. And then whatever comes, let it come, and whatever goes, let it go. Because it feels like almost like a washing away, like a clearing, or a it feels like a clearing of something out. Like it feels like there's a new path that's opening for you because you've made a different choice. Okay, it feels like there's a new path that's open for you because you've made a different choice, and the old residue of whatever was left over is getting like washed out to sea, but it feels like it's happening kind of slowly. So I think that might be where the uncertainty is coming from, but it just feels like you need to let something go. Left a 20-year abusive relationship, got a place, then lost your job 2 months later, now don't know what to do. Yeah, I think you need to trust. It feels like something is being, like something is happening, like the old stuff is being washed away. So even if it's the job that you got, for some reason it feels like you were still making moves based off of this old version of yourself. So it feels like I keep seeing like almost like a house in water, like like a house that's built on water. Almost like, have you ever seen what's that fucking Jim Carrey movie? Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's like like it's about strange things or peculiar things or some shit like that. I can't fucking think of it right now, but they made a TV show about it. But I keep feeling like water is coming and it's wiping just a little bit away, and then it's coming back and wiping more and wiping more and wiping more. That's the type of imagery that I'm seeing behind that. So it just feels like it's not happening according to how fast you think it should be happening, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Okay? So you have to let this be cleared out first before things get a little bit more stable. Okay? And I feel like that's really scary for you. And that's why I'm saying that you need to focus on making yourself feel safe. Okay? You're welcome, Marsha. So that was for Marsha. Let me go back up and see what other questions I have. Hold on. Okay. Right now I'm going to school for welding, but I want to cook. Oh, okay, I already did that. Hey, Unique. I definitely will go towards what my heart desire, but right now I have to make a life for my baby as well. I'm happy I get to talk to you. Love your videos. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. What do you feel about my child's father? It's a rough patch right now, but I'm trying to figure it out. The first word that I got is insecurity. I don't know why I keep feeling like he dimming your light, or he's needs you to be less so he can be more comfortable. That's the immediate energy that I pick up is insecurity, and then I feel like boxing you in, or like you can't be successful while he doesn't have his shit together or something. Can you give me some clarity? Who is that for? That's for me. I feel like there's some tension, and it has to do with insecurity or inadequacy. I do feel like this person cares about you though. But it's hard to prioritize. Yeah, you. For some reason, I feel like this energy is adjacent to you though. So I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay. So he does care about me. He's just not stable. Yeah, it feels like he can't fully be there for you because he can't fully show up for himself right now. Like it feels like like he cares about you, but he can't prioritize you and go after what he's going after, and it feels like you, because you're a little bit more stable than him, there's an energy of like feeling like you need to be less or he needs to be more, and right now because he can't be more, you need to be less. And it's just tension. It just feels like tension. And I don't think it's on purpose. Like, I don't think that it's malicious. I just think it's comparison. That was for Nee. Or Nye. I don't know if I'm saying Nee, Nye. I'm sorry, girl. Listen. Okay. I don't have a question, but anything you have for me, I'll take it. LOL. I feel like I'm finally seeing and understanding. This is memory, right? Oh yeah, there's a mindset shift here. It makes me want to smile. It actually feels like a good thing. It feels like prioritizing yourself. Ooh, realizing that realizing that your needs are important as well. For some reason, it feels like you just recently got a wave of energy or something. Motivation is what it feels like, but it feels like being in like right after a storm. Like, it's like there was uncertainty or something that was happening, and it feels like now that you've decided, clarity. Like, now that you have decided, clarity, you can actually make clearer decisions. Hold on, let me go back up and see. It's a lot, to be honest. He has a lot going on mentally. Yeah, that's what it feels like, Nee. It feels like a mental battle, and it doesn't really have anything to do with you, but you're right there, you know? And I hate to say it like this, but it feels like, misery kind of loves company, and it feels like it doesn't matter what you say to him right now, you're not going to be able to get through to him. I hope that helps, my love. I'm sorry. Because I do feel like a wishing for things to be the way that it used to be, but I don't feel like that person is in the same mindset as they used to be, and like sometimes you may reconfirm to them their inadequacy, and it's not on purpose. It's not something like, it doesn't mean that you need to shine less, because I actually think you need to, like, I actually feel like you're moving in the right direction, but I don't know if this person can actually come with you, and I think that they sense that. It feels comfortable, but I don't know that that person is going to be able to meet you where you are without feeling threatened because of their circumstances right now. Which means that there is an opportunity for you to get hurt in that situation. Okay. So that's what I got to say about that. Hold on, let me go back down. What did memory say? Oh, yes. Okay, hold on. Damn it. What did you say? Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. Yes, this is happening. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like you've decided something. And because you've decided something, now you're moving in a direction that prioritizes you. Now you're moving in a direction that feels like it's benefiting you instead of depleting you, because it feels like the other direction was depleting you. And now I don't know what you've decided, but I'm glad you decided it, girl, because when I'm in this energy, it feels like finally, it feels like your people around you are like, finally. So yeah. I am too. Yes, that's what it feels like. It feels like you got a wave of new energy. Like, girl, okay, we've been trying to get you to do this for a minute. We've been trying to get you to choose this for a minute. I'm glad that you finally see it. Now let's do the work. So that's what I feel about that, my love. Okay, that makes sense. And yes, I do wish it was the way it used to be. Yeah, I'm giving him patience until he can get himself together. In that interim of you giving him patience, what I would suggest that you do, and this is just on the outside looking in, and just, just a friend to a friend, the energy that you're pushing towards him to try to help him, to try to invest in him, invest that in yourself right now. Invest that in yourself right now. Because I actually do feel like you have a lot of building energy right now. Meaning, like, I don't know if you're working on something. Are you the one who just told me about a project? No. I don't know why I feel like you're working towards something or working on something. I feel like you need to pull your energy back to yourself. Because when you do that, yes, ma'am, that is why I'm going to school and trying to, okay, got you. I'm sorry. It's a couple people with the name in the comments. I couldn't remember which one he was. But yeah, it feels like that if you can take that energy and pull it back home, you're going to get exactly what you want. You know? But I keep hearing you need to prioritize yourself, and that feels like in all aspects of your life. You can't make decisions based on other people. You got to make decisions based off of you and what you want, because even if you do something for the money, or even if you do something, because I keep getting doing something for the money. So I'm just going to say that even if you choose a path because of the money, it's not going to be sustainable. I'm not necessarily always consumed with him anymore, but I probably do need to stop jumping when he says jump. Yeah, it feels like, I don't think it's like consumed with him or anything. I just think it's worry. It's like worry. It's like mental energy. And I think you need to pull that back towards your goals and what you got going on. And like just give him a space for him to figure it out, and prioritize yourself, Yeah. Okay. So let me go back up and see who else is up in here. Okay. Sorry, I haven't played music on here in a minute. Okay. Okay. Hey, Tarsha. Hey, Ariel. Hey, Pegasus. Had some scary dreams, then cried nonstop for 4 hours. Any idea what that was? I don't know why I keep hearing death. So I don't know if that's somebody died in the dreams or whatever it is. But it honestly feels like something has attached to your dream field. And I feel like it's projecting images into your head. So what you need to do is start claiming your sovereignty before you go to sleep. And I don't want you to get scared, because I don't know why I just felt like an uptick in my heart. I don't want you to get scared. Attachments only can amplify what you're not dealing with, but it feels like you were dreaming unconsciously and you gained an astral parasite. And that's happening a lot. There's been an uptick in that recently. I even did a spiritual protection class because of it. So, but I don't know why death is coming up. What was the dream about, Pegasus? Did somebody die in a dream or something that you love, Pegasus? Something feels dark about it though, and has something to do with death. Pegasus, are you still on here? Let me know if I need to move on. Oh shit. Had a scary dream. You're right. Oh yeah, it feels like something with death. Yeah, it feels like there's an astral parasite, and I think it was scary. Okay. Hold on, let me tell you what to say. Let me just pull up my notes from my spiritual protection class. Before you go to sleep, you need to claim sovereignty before you go to sleep. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. because my invocation is on my phone, because I say it all the time. Okay, I revoke any and all open access to my energy, soul path, and field. All unchosen ties are now severed. I walk forward fully, sealed in my oversoul light. And you can say, you do not have permission to access me. I walk in sovereign light. But what has been happening is when we go to sleep, we actually astral project every single night, whether we know that we astral project or not. And we go across the ley lines when we do that. And what they've done is set up these like soul traps to kind of pull us into these distortion loops. And they project images because they try to feed off your fear energy. Friend fell into lava and tentacle beast came through with white gates and started chasing us. Yes. So the tentacle, what these astral parasites look like is octopus. They look like octopus. Because I know I had one because I went through a portal and somebody removed it off of me. So that just reconfirms that it's an astral parasite. Yes. So let me say it one more time for you, babe. I revoke any and all open access to my energy, comma, soul path, and field. Okay, meaning like your dream field. All unchosen ties are now severed. I walk forward fully sealed in my oversoul light, which is the essence you were created out of. You do not have permission to access me. I walk in sovereign light. Did you get it, my love? Sorry. The tentacle beast is crazy. They think they slick. Thank you so much. I would do this every night before bed. Yes, please. And I would anoint yourself too, meaning like get you some rose oil, or for us, jojoba oil and castor oil mixed together. And what I would do is put some on your finger and just anoint your third eye, because this is where you dream from, and anoint your crown and say, true in connection, true in trust. Okay? These pathways is closed to anything that is not my oversoul light. But yeah, that feels like an astral parasite, my love. And that makes sense with the tentacle beast. Because they look like fucking octopus. And they're just like we have people who are living in their ego, which are basically people who are like disconnected from their oversoul, disconnected from the God within. Other species have beings like that as well that operate on the astral plane. So octopus are guardians, okay? Not all of them, like octopus are not just a regular animal like dolphins, whales. They're not regular animals, they're guardians, okay? So some of them work in light. They descended to this reality to keep the harmonics up, right? But some of them have disconnected and they're still working in light areas like the astral plane, but they disconnected like somebody in their ego would be here, if that makes sense. So just education part. But I did a whole spiritual protection class, y'all. It's available on my website. It's 3.5 hours. I teach you how to do energy work, all of that. But I teach ancient technology. So I would check it out if you haven't. Oh shit. I'm always clicking some shit. Okay. So let me go back and see. Okay. Why is the gentleman that I'm interested in holding back? I don't think he likes you, love. I think he likes the game. He likes the game, but I don't think he actually likes you. And I also think that there's somebody else in this picture. I can't see a face. But I try to get away from saying that in spirit, like literally empty my head of anything else. But I don't think he likes you. I think it's the game of it all, the flirtation of it all, but I don't think he actually wants to pursue you for anything tangible or anything sustainable. And what I mean by that is like, I don't doubt that he would have sex with you. I doubt that he would take you seriously. You're welcome, my love. And I don't know why I feel like something happened. Um, I don't know what that is. I feel like something happened. Um, and he decided, like, it was like in that moment he decided that it wasn't going to be anything more than what it was. He refused to go there with me. Yeah, it feels like something happened, and in that moment he decided like he wasn't gonna move forward. So we always go out on dates. Yeah, I feel like he likes the game of it. Like he likes the flirtation of it, but it feels like there's something, like, I don't know if you're the only person that he's going on dates with, but it feels like something happened and he just decided in that moment that it wasn't going to be anything more. Like I said, I don't doubt that he would cross that line, but I just don't think that he would take it where you want it to go. He has introduced me to everybody. Yeah. I don't think that's your person, my love. It's so confusing. Yeah. And I think he wants you in a confused. One, I think he's confused, and a confused person can't ever give you clarity. But I also think that it's like dragging you along in a way. It's like dragging you along in a way. I don't necessarily know like how else to put that. It just doesn't feel like he is where you're at. Like there's a complete disconnect. And the first thing that I got was he does not like you. Not in the way that you like him. No way. So I hope that gives you the clarity, because he keeping you in this confused loop, because then he can just keep pulling you along. And I even would go as far to say that if you did cut it off, he would probably act like it was a devastating thing, or try like really, really hard, or he has before. And I don't like whatever it is. I don't like it. Let me just say that you deserve better. So like something said he's a subpar man. So I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm gonna just throw that out because any chance to. Yeah, I'm doing readings right now. You can just drop a question in the chat for me. You're welcome, Tarsha. I hope you find what you're looking for, my love. Because I do feel like you're very kind and you're very genuine. And that you do want community. Nah, okay. Okay, girl. Because I be fucking people's name up. I be trying, child, but it just don't be working. Okay. I'm hitting a rough patch in my marriage as well. I really need some spiritual insight. Okay, this is for you, Coach Genesis. Somebody's not being honest. And it feels emotional. Whatever this is feels like emotional. Something emotional is happening. And for some reason, I think there's already some suspicion. I don't know if I should do this on live. I don't know if I should do this. Can you give me some clarity real quick? It feels like y'all been together for a minute and y'all are in different places right now. Like somebody has stopped seeing the other person's value. Do you know what I'm talking about, Coach Genesis? What's the intuition? There's intuition going on about something. And fighting. But it doesn't even feel like fighting. It just feels like passive aggressiveness. He's cheated in the past. Okay. Yeah, and it feels like gaslighting. It feels like damn. I'm fighting with him. He's saying he isn't now. I don't think I don't think he's being honest, because that's the first thing that I heard it. He masked a lot. Yeah. That's the first thing I heard, and I was trying to get clarity from spirit because I didn't want to just haphazardly throw that out there. But I think what your intuition is right. I think your intuition is right, my love. I feel like somebody's not being honest, but it feels like that for some reason this feels emotional. This doesn't feel like it's been physical. Yeah, it feels emotional, like emotional intimacy. And I don't know why I want to say work. Something feels like a lie. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Yeah, and I got gaslighting. So to be honest, I honestly feel like this person is very intelligent. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna argue. Like, this where he was cheating before at work. Okay, so I don't know if this is talking about something feels emotional, something feels like a lie, something feels like your intuition is right. So I'm just gonna give you that. Okay. Whatever it is, I don't think it's physical. Something feels emotional. Yeah. And I keep trying to justify my head, and spirit is like, no, you're right. So I'm just gonna give you that, my love. I don't know why it feels like y'all been together for a long time, or like something that's been going on for a long time, or like something. How long have y'all been together? I keep want to say like 10 or something like that. What should I do? We were together a long time. That's what it feels like. It feels like something was a long time. It feels comfortable, but honestly, I don't think your needs get met in that situation. I think that there's a bit of you being afraid to be alone, or afraid to start over, which has kind of kept you in the situation that you are. And also, you love this person. You know, when you had already decided that this was your person, but it feels married 8. Okay, 21 years married 8. Okay, I don't know what happened at 10. What happened? Did something happen at year 10, like 2 years after y'all got married? Are you saying nope to your needs not being met in the situation? Yeah, because I keep hearing that you're a catch. Like, I keep hearing that you're a catch. But it feels like comfort. Oh, we both cheated on each other and moved on. Okay. And came back. Got you. And that was it. That was 2 years after marriage? Hey, Anna. I don't know whoever this is. This feels like this person is on the dad's side of your family. Got you. Okay. Yeah. I just feel like it just feels like comfort, if I'm being honest. I honestly feel like, I don't know if I don't even, it's so hard to explain. No, it's okay. I'm in the energy, so it just feels like, and I feel like that feels like tit for tat, to be honest. But it feels like comfort. Like, it doesn't feel like he says he's changing. Should I trust it? I don't think that's your person. And so I'm just gonna say that I don't think that that's your person. Like I said, I think somebody's not being honest. And I think that there's something emotional going on, and for some reason I want to say work. So I'm gonna give you that, and you got to make that decision for yourself, my love, because you got to make that decision for yourself. Nobody's gonna be able to make that but you, because you don't have an experience, you know. So whatever you think is gonna make you the happiest, do that shit and be unapologetic about it, because you deserve to have your needs met in that situation. You deserve to feel like you with somebody who you can trust. But the first moment that you asked the question, I'll tap into the energy, the first thing that I heard is that somebody was cheating and somebody is not being honest. Okay. Your skin is so clear and pretty. What's your skincare routine? Thank you, Jessica. So collagen. I've been drinking my collagen, y'all, and I put it in my showcase. The brand that I use is a Korean skincare brand. You know, in Korea, they like drink everything. Like everything they hydrolyze, meaning that they digest it. So like they toothpaste, they digest it. Like they don't brush, like they might brush their teeth for the plaque purposes, but for their breath and stuff, they take a tablet for collagen, they drink it. And so I've just been trying to do what they doing, because their skin just be looking like, you know. And so I've been taking this collagen called Beauty Milk, and they got it in strawberries. It literally tastes like a smoothie. So I do that, and then I also use like a ceramide, which is also Korean skincare. Maybe I do everything Korean. I might be one of them at this point, about to turn into one of them. So yeah, and then I got a tan. So when I get a tan, it always looks like I have on blush, because I tan like through my nose and through my cheeks. So in like 3 days, this is gonna look real good. Period. Okay. Are you doing readings right now? I do deserve better. I love that for you, Tarsha. Period. All of us do. What does he think about me? The first thing that I hear is fun. It feels like whoever this is, y'all have fun together. But I also want to call somebody a jackass. So, like somebody who makes stupid choices. Plays too much. Yeah, it feels like somebody plays too much. And I feel like somebody's not serious. So I feel like, I don't know, whoever this guy is, Grace, it feels like you have fun together, and it's, yeah, I'm talking about you, Grace and Faith. I'm sorry, boo. It feels like whoever this person, y'all have fun together, but I want to say like there's somebody who just like makes stupid choices, plays too much, and is not very serious. But I keep wanting to go back to the fun. It feels like whatever the situation is, like either they see you as fun or y'all have fun together. I will be looking up the collagen. Thank you. You are welcome, Jessica. It's one of my best things right now. I made a video about it the other day because I was just like, ain't no way my fucking skin is glowing like this. Period. Need that. Grace, can you give me confirmation? I wonder which guy you're tapping into, because I'm thinking of this old guy and this new guy. Oh, girl, you got to be specific. Specifically, who do you want me to tap into? Started talking to, I think you're talking about the old guy. Yeah, somebody feels like they see you as being fun, but they make stupid choices and they play too much. They're not serious. And for some reason, I don't know why, I don't know that this is an old guy. Or are you the one who's... Oh, 100% I knew it wasn't serious. I had to stop talking to him. Is that the person you like, though, is the old guy? Yeah, I have feelings for him. Yeah, that's what I thought, because it feels like I'm a feeler. I'm a feeler, so I feel into emotional energy. And so that's the connection that I feel. It was really hard to, yeah, I feel that. But with this new situation, like, are you even open though? Because it feels like you're guarded, like you're trying not to get hurt. And I honestly feel like this new guy is actually giving you more of what you want, but I don't know if you there. It's like you want to, but I feel like it's hard for you to let things go. I feel like it's hard for you to let things go, my love. And it's okay for a girl to want what she wants, you know? Are you there with the new guy? That's what I want to know, Grace. Give me the tea. Not too much, though, because, you know, people are watching. This is my jam. I'm open, but he's a friend of a friend. It feels like he's an informant. Yeah, something feels guarded about you, like you're walking on eggshells a little bit. That's why I'm asking you, are you open to this? Because something feels kind of like cautious. Something feels cautious. Like he might be telling my fam or my sis X my business. Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I actually think this guy is giving you more of what you like, though, but I think you have to be more open. Like, you gonna probably have to just have a conversation with him and tell him, hey, don't be telling my motherfucking business. If we gonna do this, we gonna have to. Yeah, I'm open. You're right. He's a good guy, but I think I'm guarded. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like you guarded a little bit. So what I want you to do is have a conversation with that man. You know, because something feels very like cautious, like tiptoey in a way. What's his intentions? Hey, Chloe. I feel like this person has their head on right, and I feel like they are established or stable in some type of way, like that the other person wasn't. I don't know how to explain that, but it feels kind of like stable, and I don't know if that's emotional stability or if that's like actual stability. I am going to say that I feel like this person kind of thinks with his growing, meaning like he thinks about that a lot. And I don't know if that's something y'all have done or a path y'all have crossed. But I feel like that's, if y'all haven't done that, he thinks about that a lot. To be honest, too, something about this feels a little karmic. Yeah, you should. Something about this feels a little karmic. Like it feels like he's supposed to be showing you something, but I don't know if he's in go. And for some reason, I don't feel like it's him. Like I feel like whatever ends it is going to be from your side. But I think he thinks that you're, like, I keep hearing hot. Like, I think he thinks that you hot. And I think he thinks a little bit with his growing, or he's been, like, thinking a little bit about y'all, you know, taking it a step further if y'all have not, or he thinks about that a lot. But I don't know if something feels, no, he's a serious Christian, so I'm surprised you're saying that. Baby, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. They'll be the fucking ones. Yeah, something feels like, all right, I'm gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna just leave that there for him. I might tell you a joke, but I'm never gonna tell you a lie. And maybe that he's thinking about that because he can't have it, you know, or there's something that's stopping him from having. But I when I tap into his energy, feels like something is more stable about him. Something is more established about him. He does have his head on right, but when I tap into the energy of him thinking about you, that is what comes up immediately. So, I'm not saying that that's what he's all about. I'm saying that that's something that he either fantasizes about. All right. I'm gonna go. I feel like Spirit is playing with me today by these questions, but I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. Hey, do with it as you will. If you feel like it doesn't resonate, I will say this. I am okay. All right. I'm not wrong very often. So, not saying that I can't be, but just saying. Hey everybody. Okay, so let me see. Pookie. Relax, girl. Okay. Should I move before the end of the year? If so, the South or West? I don't know why. I seen that while I was scrolling up and I kept hearing West Side. So yeah, I'm gonna just give you that. Should you move though? I don't know why. Are you running from something or to something, Jessica? What makes you want to move? Are you trying to get a fresh start or are you trying to get away from something? Okay, hold on. What'd you say? Is shadow work holding me back from my purpose? I hear you loud and clear. Okay, sister. Okay, I'm glad that you do. You know, from one heart to another. Okay, Jessica, my girl. Which one? Are you running towards something or away from something? And it don't feel like shadow work is keeping you from your purpose. It actually feels like you're supposed to be doing the shadow work, but I think that you haven't separated yourself enough from your emotions. So you keep getting lost in the intensity of it. And I feel like you almost in like a healing loop, meaning like sometimes trying to heal everything all at once can cause you devastation. And it feels like it's never going to be ending. So I think you need to actually take a break and have some fun. So a fresh start. I'm one of the oldest of 7. So who are you taking care of though? Because yeah, my cat is over here. She wants some pen real bad. She's so triggering. I can't help you, girl. Jessica, who are you taking care of? Who are you trying to get away from? Because I don't know why I feel like you're trying to get away from something or trying to get people to stop calling you or leaning on you or something. I made a new playlist, y'all, called Delusional, and it has all the bops on here. If y'all don't follow me on Apple Music, y'all should. I used to post like R&B content and stuff back in the day just because it was fun. It used to go up too. Like, I'm a good music person. I just don't be playing music as much anymore because I always get in a copyright something. They won't let me live. Jessica, I need to answer my love or I'm gonna have to move on, sister. Or let me give you time to type too, because you know. I've been trying to follow you on Apple. What's your name? I think it's Big Taj. Yes, my mom and siblings. Okay, that's what it feels like. Okay. Hold on, let me give you my name, my love. Yes, Big Taj with 3 J's. Yeah, I do readings. Just drop your question in the chat for me, love. I'm doing readings right now. Divine. Yeah, Jessica, it feels like you're running from something. But it feels like you're kind of dressing it up as like a new beginning. And it is a new beginning, but it feels like that you're trying to get up out of there. Okay. Because you don't want to be dependent on, and I think you have a hard time saying no. And I think that will give you the freedom. And that's why I feel like, for some reason, I feel like you're moving a distance away. Like you're not just going up the street. Like I feel like you are going pretty far. So they can't even, don't think about me, don't none of that. Okay. Do I think this is a good thing for you? Yes, because I think that's when you really are going to gain more autonomy and be able to make decisions that are aligned with you. But I also feel like you can't necessarily heal in the environment that hurt you. And I feel like because you're still in the environment that you're trying to heal from, sometimes that can be triggering. So you feel like you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When that's not the case, I actually feel like you're making progress. However, sometimes you cannot see it because of you still being saturated in the shit. You still trying to assert yourself in an environment that doesn't really respect your journey. Was that too harsh? I hope it wasn't. Music break. Yes, Big Taj with 3 J's. You'll see my beautiful face. Back when the curls was popping. Don't make fun of me though, because I got some random shit on there. Okay, just listen. Vibe. Always shuffle. No, it's not harsh at all. I definitely feel that way. Okay. I actually feel like this could be a good thing for you though, because I feel like that is when you actually are going to be able to do the healing in the way that you need to do the healing. But I also want you to realize that the reason why you feel this way is because you're struggling to assert yourself and communicate your needs and set good boundaries and stick to those boundaries, because you also feel obligated or responsible for these people. And there's a little bit of struggling there, like internal battle. And so it's like you are fighting between this old version of you and this new version of you. And sometimes I don't know who's winning the battle. To be honest, I don't think you know who's winning the battle, but you are trying to get out of it, and I commend you for that. Because I ain't gonna lie, baby, I did the same thing. The reason why I'm in LA is because I am now 3,200 miles away. Don't call me, don't text, no nothing. And when I moved away, I was able to actually heal. That's why y'all have this version of me in front of y'all right now. So if I had not moved, baby, I'd probably still be sinking with that anchor attached to my waist. It wasn't until I came out here that I was able to really, really start the work, because I was not the one for everybody and I could just be the one for myself. I stopped picking up my phone. I started saying no to everything. Sometimes it's easier when it's not in your face. You know, when the guilt is not right there, when they know they can't call you about it. Okay? So I ain't never gonna knock a girl for choosing her. All right. Yes, I love Las Vegas, but LA might be the move. I live in Philly. Oh, girl, come on out here. Come on out here, friend. I'm gonna be about to get that collagen because of you. Have you been talking about it for a while? No, I actually just made my first post about it, but I learned about this. When was this? I would probably say before the top of this year, because I had a mentee. Yes, I do spiritual mentorship, whoever asked that. So I had a mentee. And she showed it to me like a while ago. And she's like, it tastes like a smoothie. You should try it. Da, da, da. But she had banana. And baby, I don't fuck with no bananas. One day I did a hair mask and I fell asleep with it. And I was smelling banana all throughout the night. I cannot even deal with banana. But they had strawberry and all this stuff. So I ended up purchasing it. And now I will say I naturally have good skin though. Meaning like I've never really broken out. Like this right here is a lot for me. Okay. And I just can't stop picking at it. But that's a lot for me. But I have noticed like my skin looks radiant. Like it looks like it's glowing. You see? It looks like it's glowing from the inside out. So yeah. Try it out, girl. And you get more of it because, like, you know, people who take collagen and pills, you only get 500 to 1,000 milligrams. But if you take it in the powder, you get, for the one that I have, 18,000 milligrams. That's 180%. Did I make that up? Feels like it, though. A lot is what it is. Double, triple, quadruple. So yeah, I've been drinking it. I work out and then I take my collagen and I don't put it in milk. I was putting it in almond milk, but it was kind of chunky, and so I finally decided to put it in water like the package said. And when I put it in water, it's so much smoother. So yeah, it's in my showcase if y'all want to try it out. It's called Beauty Milk. It's actually cheaper on here than it is Amazon. So I got mine from here, but they got matcha, they got coffee bean, they got mango, they got strawberry, they got lychee, whatever the hell that is, you know, but they got the shit. Thank you, your favorite bald-headed demon. Thank you, girl. Appreciate that. Pookie, cut it out. You're fucking up the vibe. Anyways, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss nobody's questions, so let me go back up real quick. When you're looking down, are you feeling into energy or do you have divination tools? Oh, no, I just have a notebook. Hold on, let me show you. This is it. Just my computer, my notebook, my pen. I have my cards right there, but I don't have to do tarot or nothing like that. I just need to hear. And because I'm clairaudient, like a lot of my gift is clairaudience, which is hearing the energy behind stuff. And so like I get a lot of, if I'm talking to one of y'all, sometimes y'all guides or people come through, and so I'm hearing them. But I also have this telepathy, which is like kind of like I can hover my energy over your energy grid without like actually merging with you, but it's like a semi-merge. It's almost like dipping your finger into like a pool of water to check the temperature. And then I'm able to get a lot of emotional energy from that. But no, this is coming from the inside of me. So yeah. Okay. Let me go back, y'all, because I want to make sure I get as many people questions as I can. Because y'all know I'll be missing people questions, and I hate that for us. What does he think about me? Okay, that was the last question that I did. All right. Shit, damn it. And I think I'm gonna start doing this more, like going live at 7 o'clock after Love Island, because I need a second after Love Island. Love Island, I'll be spiraling for about an hour. So after I watch Love Island, about 7 o'clock my time, I think that's 10 Pacific, 9 Central. This whole week I'll just be going live and doing readings, because I want to start doing flame readings too, where I call people up and see what flame lineages I can pick up from their energy too, because that's a new service that I'm about to start offering, so I need to practice. And my clients, sometimes they don't sign up for that, and I start getting information, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I should create an environment where I can work through this. But I got some new gifts coming online, so okay. Is this going to be on YouTube? And I was wondering if it's okay to ask multiple questions. Yeah, to both of those. Yeah, just drop it in the comments. I'm just hanging out until I don't feel like hanging out no more. Hey SLC, I wonder if that's Shay Shay. Please, are you picking up something for me? Yeah, the first thing that I heard is relax. It feels like a lot of anxiety, love. I honestly feel like that there needs to be a pull of your energy back towards yourself too. I feel like you need to worry more about you. You got to release the guilt. You got to release the guilt, and you need to worry more about you. Because it just feels really anxious. It feels exhausted. Panicked. And I'm getting like a pain in the top of my head. So I don't know if you're getting headaches or you've been crying. I don't know which one it is. But my head is spinning. Like it just feel like you thinking. You don't think yourself to death. um, I think you need to take a step away. Like you need to take a step away from whatever. You need to take a step away and get yourself together, because I feel like you can't provide support and nurture and care for other people if you're not taking care of yourself, and it feels like you pouring from an empty cup, if I'm being honest. Who is that for? Pashay. Hey Chris, haven't seen you in forever. Where have you been, friend? I think that was for Pashay. It feels like you need to take a step away for a second. And just put your question in the chat for me once, y'all. I'm going down the list, so I promise I'm gonna get there. I'm still in the hospital with my mom. Yeah. When I said think yourself to death, I keep focusing on the word death. Like I feel like there's a lot of focus on that, and I feel like you haven't had room enough to get yourself together. I think that there needs to be a stepping back. Anxious. Something feels anxious. Big Taj, did you just get on? No, I've been on for about an hour, I would say. Just hanging out for a second. I was ranting about Love Island first, and then I started doing some readings. Okay, hold on. What do my guides want me to know? There needs to be you need to trust yourself, because it feels like you're looking outside of yourself for answers, and it feels like you have not sat with yourself. You need to sit in stillness. And I feel like I don't know if you like trying to meditate or trying to do it, but I feel like it's not sustainable. Like it's not lasting a long enough time. It's not really about the time that how long it takes you to meditate, but I feel like you can't sit still. That's what I feel like. It's almost like, you know how you tell a kid to sit down to eat, and they sit down for a little while, and then they get up and they go do something, and they try to sit down. It's like a trouble concentrating. I don't know if y'all heard Tiffany Evans' new song, but girl, yes, sliding down the law. We all are. And I'm hearing commit. I don't know what you need to commit to, but it feels like you need to commit to something. Scared she's leaving me. Yeah. Chloe, that's for you, Chloe. Can you give me some clarity? You're welcome, my love. Okay, I think it's my project. Oh, okay, not being able to concentrate on your project. Yeah, it feels like getting up and like trying to do something and getting up and doing something else, and then trying to go back to that thing and getting up and doing something else. But I'm being pointed back to that you needing to trust yourself, because I don't know if it's a lot of opinions or a lot of things outside of yourself, but it feels like, I don't know if it's people outside of yourself or you comparing yourself to other people, but it feels like you need to kind of unplug for a little bit, go into stillness, focus on yourself, focus on the shit that you got going on, and commit. No, this feels like committing to self though. Something feels scared of change though. Like risk. I need to be in my own space. Yeah, it feels like something is happening outside of you. And I think you also got to stop thinking practically. Like, stop thinking practically. Just do what you want to do. And I feel like that's kind of scary for you. Because I kind of feel like you might live in your head a little bit. Stop evaluating risk though, because it feels like we was never supposed to do that. We were supposed to go after what we want, build the life that we want to build, and don't worry about the how or the why or any of that. Like, I feel like you I honestly feel like you need to focus on your mindset. Open crown. Okay, that makes sense. I think you need to actually focus on your mindset first, and that's gonna help you to fulfill what you're trying to do business wise. But I feel like your biggest battle is you. It's your mind. It's what's going on inside of your head. So I almost feel like you need to be in stillness, meaning pull away from people, like solitude. Pull away from people. Get yourself together. Build yourself up a little bit, your confidence, and your ability to pull this thing off, and then work on it in silence. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Like, don't announce shit. Don't like pull your energy all the way back. Because I also feel like something is scary. Like, something feels scary. Something feels scary to you. So I don't know if this is putting yourself out there or being seen or being perceived or what, Bookie? What, Bookie? Go shut my door. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, Chloe. Oh, my eyes is burning out of nowhere. What be happening, child? What be happening? Okay. Bookie, do you want to come up here? What you want? Come here. Come on. I want to see my Bookie. Say hi, Pookie. Can I see you? Oh, okay, girl. Bye. Anyway, okay. Is there something that I need to do that I'm not because I feel stagnant? Choose. I don't know why I heard choose. You need to choose. And I don't know why I feel like that's choosing you. But it feels like you need to choose. Like, too much trying to appease other people. And I don't know why that feels like parents. Who is this? Divine? Are you young, Divine? Hey, Jayla. Scared as hell, but I have faith. Yeah, I think you need to, pull away from people for a second. Depending completely on myself without normal income. Got you. Yeah, something feels very scared. Just drop a question in the chat for me, baby. Goddess, good. Who is this for? Divine, are you still in the chat? Okay, well, I'm gonna go up and go on to the next because I don't even know if he's still here. Go. Okay. Do you mentor? Yes, I'm a spiritual mentor, but right now I'm booked. I got 9 people. I got too many people and I don't got enough hands. You know? So I am a spiritual mentor, but I am putting together a Path to Remembrance course. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to teach this course live or if I'm going to do it like modules. But I'm thinking about doing a class because I feel like there's so many people who are kind of lost and don't know where to go. But the thing about doing a class setting is that I feel like it's not personal, and I like personal things. Like there's not enough of me to go around if I have 30 people in a fucking class. You know, it's just like somebody is going to get neglected or somebody is not going to get what they need out of the experience. And I hate the thought of that. So I'm trying to figure out if I should do it like a follow along type of course. And then maybe twice a week we meet to talk about the questions that people have or the things that, you know, people want to discuss, or if I want to teach the class and then kind of open it up. Because I feel like I'm more of a personal person. Like I like to connect with people. I got to change this song. Hold on 1 second. Because that'll be stuck in my fucking head for 32 days and 32 nights. Sorry. So I don't know. Tell me what y'all want in the comments, because I honestly kind of wanted to build this course as it develops, you know, like as it comes. I already have the framework. I already know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is going to be like a Path to Remembrance type of course, meaning like teaching about the flame lineages and things you kind of need to know about like the spiritual side of things and like how things used to work structure wise in Atlantis. Because I am, or what I found out when I was talking to my oversoul yesterday, is that I am all 13 flame lineages instead of just the 5 that I thought I was, which I thought was ridiculous any motherfucking way. But no, I'm all 13 of them, which is news to me. But I'm supposed to be like a soul mirror, so I need to teach it, but how to teach it to where y'all actually get it is where I worry. And I know y'all don't get it because I'm a hell of a motherfucking teacher, but I don't want anybody to get lost in the sauce or anything like that. So, and I also think there has to be like a vetting process, because some people are not going to be ready for what I'm talking about, you know? So I'm just trying to get it together because I want to make sure that I'm doing things that are truly aligned with me and things that I want to do. And I do think it's more of those teaching courses, stuff like that, but live. And I don't know, girl, we're going to figure it out together. Why do I feel out of control of my life and body? I feel like it might be my spirit. I feel like you need to slow down, my love. Hold on, let me go back and see if the other person wrote back. Oh, what was the name of the song? Hold on. Oh, Sincerity by Sailor. That's the girl who be wearing the thing, the black grill. But the song was called Sincerity. I like what you do organically. So what you come up with, I'm with it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So wait, did she not respond? Who was that for? Who else said need to choose they self? Divine. Are you okay, girl? Well, anywho. Can't worry about it. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep the train moving. Thank you. I need to book a reading. Period. Love that for us. They're available on my website. I offer 30-minute readings for $125. And I cover a lot. Within the first 5 minutes of you coming in, I've already read everything that Spirit has told me about you, because I do a session before you hop on, just so that, you know, I give time for each spirit guide that you have to talk to me, or like your family or whatever it is. And then I allow for questions and stuff like that. And I also have hour readings as well. But yeah, please, I don't need to buy anything else. Period. Well, me and you are working individually, girl. So, all right, hold on. Shayo, are you still on here, Shayo? Drop me something in the comments so I know before I just waste my breath. Doing this for you. Are you still here, Shayo? Hey, Twyla. Hey, girl. Hey, Erica. Hey, Shazarati. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it feels like you need to slow down, love. It feels like you're moving so fast. And I don't know, again, that feels like anxiety. It feels like everything is happening really fast. Like everything is happening really fast. What the fuck was the question? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Why do I feel out of control? Yeah, it feels like a spiraling. And it feels like urgency. Like you need to figure it out right now. Like something feels like very urgent. I feel like it might be a spirit. Something also feels really contracted about your energy. Like, I don't think all the voices that are going on in your head belong to you. And to be honest, it feels like somebody you hanging around has some energy on them. Shayo, where you at? Yeah, I feel like my thoughts is racing, like my heart is speeding, like it feels like an urgency to figure something out right now. And then something feels contracted, like, and when I feel that contraction, it feels like something is talking to me that is outside of me. Can you give me some clarity? What are your thoughts looking like right now? It feels negative. It feels very, very negative. I also feel like you need to take responsibility for your life. And what I mean by that is like, I keep hearing like victim of your circumstances. Although I do feel something there, something is contracting me, like something is talking to me. I also feel like that the reason why that energy can attach to you is because there's like I don't want to say aloofness, but it feels like indecisiveness. Well, I know there's a spirit attached to me because of a generational thing. Yeah, but I also think what you believe you create. Not saying that it's not there. I do think that there's something there. Like something is definitely happening in your crown area. But I also think that there needs to be a taking control of the situation. And what I mean by that is like learning how to nurture your mind, learning how to manage your mind, learning how to take responsibility over your life and your choices. Because I keep hearing victim of your circumstances, and that feels like there's still like a need for a sense of belonging. Like you're in the wrong rooms with the wrong people. Because one time I had a panic attack and a spirit spoke through me. Yeah, I feel like you're in the wrong room with the wrong people. I don't know why I feel like that, but it feels like some people around you. And then I also feel this victim energy. It feels like you need to take control. Like it feels like shift the focus and the mindset from being a victim of something and whatever it is that these voices are saying, because I keep hearing negative thoughts, right? And whatever that's saying, that's the stuff you need to nurture yourself through. That's like, use it as a learning opportunity. Whatever those thoughts are, that's the stuff, use it as like, okay, that's the stuff I need to fix. And because it still feels like a fear that's kind of going on with that. And I feel like it's just looping you into a cycle, you know? So you have to switch from the victim to the survivor, okay? Know that nothing can hurt you. Nothing is more powerful than you and your reality. You know, you got to understand that, but then you also need to take control of the situation, you know, nurture yourself through it. Start fighting the thoughts back, because I feel like, and what I mean by that is like, mother yourself, nurture yourself, because it only can feed on what you keep giving attention to. Okay. To get the thing off of you, what you need to say is, and I'm gonna post this on YouTube, I revoke any and all open access to my energy, soul path, and field. All unchosen ties are now severed. I walk forward fully sealed in my oversoul light. You do not have permission to access me. I walk in sovereign light. Okay? I want you to say that every night before you go to sleep, but understand that I feel like whatever this is, you keep inviting it back in because you're feeding into the thoughts. Okay? Y'all see I'm a dreadhead? Y'all want to see my dreads? My hair is locking up too. Wait. Listen. The things are happening. I'm a little nappy headed though. Oh, wait. I can't wait. I can't wait till they get long and locks. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. You already can't tell me nothing, but you definitely not gonna be able to tell me nothing. See? And I keep them hydrated and all those things. Shayo, does that make sense, my love? For some reason, I feel like you might not take that well. Okay. All right, baby. All right. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. So if y'all need the incantation, it'll be on YouTube. Kalani's boyfriend. She gets me every time. Okay. All right. I don't know if I told y'all this. I'm actually restructuring human design around soul embodiment, like what it means for a soul technology, because the guy who designed human design did it from the mental standpoint, but he did not do it from the soul standpoint. So some of the information, even in human design, is skewed a little bit. It's kind of seeped a little bit in distortion. And so I've been redoing it and working with spirit to create this new system. And baby, I can't wait to deliver this. I think what I want to do is like the first session or the first part of human design is going to be how I normally do it, the mental way, because I feel like you are matter and spirit. You know, so you need the material part of it just because it's going to help you with how you navigate this reality. But then I think in addition to is going to be this soul technology, what it means for your oversoul embodiment. And I'm so excited about that because even while I'm working through this, and it's a lot of fucking work, by the way, but even though while I'm working through this, I'm realizing a lot more about myself and my energy that I didn't fully understand before. And I'm telling you, good ass shit. And then I'm also going to start, again, like I said, doing flame reading. So what I want to do tomorrow when I hop on after my sessions and stuff is call some people up and try to see what flame line y'all belong to. So yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to... Y'all know that this is a sample of Outkast, of Aquemini, for the music lovers. Anywho, I keep my phone on D&D, except for a few people in my family say I block too many people. Block them all if you got to. I'm a queen of blocking. I can't wait to, don't tempt me with a good time. Please, I don't need to buy anything else. Yes, girl, it does. You're lucky you naturally have good skin, though. Thank you. How do I trust myself more? You need to learn how to prioritize yourself, meaning that don't break no promises to yourself. If you say that you're going to the gym 3 times this week, go to the gym 3 times this week. Like, you have to show yourself that you are trustworthy first, you know. And then you also need to become your own best friend. If you wouldn't say that shit to your best friend, don't say that to yourself. You know, start to nurture yourself. You know, like, I used to catch myself being like, bitch, don't talk about my friend like that to myself, because sometimes I be needing to be checked. Sometimes I'm the fucking problem. Come in the house, boo-boo. It's too fucking dark out there. I'm sorry, it's dark, honey. I can barely fucking see you out there. So you need to become your own best friend. Like, don't talk to yourself crazy, and nurture yourself through shit. You know, give yourself grace like you give your friends grace. Because that was a big one for me. I would show up for other people, could give other people the advice, but wouldn't even take my own damn advice. You know? So it's about becoming your own best friend, giving yourself grace, allowing yourself to make mistakes, being where your body is instead of your mind. If you wake up in the morning and your body is saying, I'm tired, but then you say, no, but I gotta be productive, I gotta do that shit, you leading with your mind instead of your body. Be where your body is at. I hope that helps. I definitely want to tap more into my gifts. I feel like I'm blocked. Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing some courses for psychic development, meaning like seminars. And this will be like once a month I do a seminar that helps people to develop their gifts, and like do it tiered. So like there's a beginner and intermediate and advanced. But it's only one of me. So what I'm trying to do right now is finish the human design, finish the Path to Remembrance course. And then I'm going to start doing seminars and stuff like that, because I realized last week that I want to do more classes. Because the reason why I've been doing these little haphazard, like every first week of the month, every first Sunday of the month, I was doing the first one I did was the spiritual protection class. This Sunday is supposed to be the spiritual anatomy class, but again, it's 4th of July weekend. I know everybody got drunk as hell, and I'm going to probably move that to next week. But it's like a lot of reteaching that I feel like I need to be doing right now. So I'm just trying to figure out what's in alignment and the timing of everything, because I feel like I have all these ideas and I'm bursting with ideas and things that I want to do, and it's so much to be done, but I'm only a girl. I'm just one girl. Okay? So, and I got 9 mentees right now, which is crazy work. Who the fuck do I think I am? Like, that's crazy. But you know, so I'm gonna let y'all know. But I got a lot more coming as soon as I learn how to manage things a lot better. How did you learn to tap into this? Just trusting your intuition? No, girl. I was untrustworthy as fuck. This is not an easy process. This actually took some time and some work and multiple teachers and classes and things, because I have been gaslit my whole life. So I've always been really good at reading people. So that kind of comes natural to me. Once I actually did trust myself, I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to hear you. I don't have to see you. I don't have to nothing. You say anything to me, you've given me access to your energy. And that's just as simple as it is. But it's been like that my whole life. I just didn't know what I was doing. I just thought I had extreme pattern recognition. But no, I wasn't like this. A couple years ago, I couldn't read at all. At least I could have, and it would have just been me guessing. But no, I took multiple, like I had a mediumship mentor who charged me $390 a month. Crazy work. But that's where I got my certificate. But when I left that mediumship or mentorship, I did not feel prepared for the world. But I also felt like she wasn't giving me what I needed, confirmation wise. And so she would just let me read, and I mean, just turns out I was good at that shit, but I was just like, I still didn't feel confident. And so then I took another class where we were reading together. The teacher was reading with us, doing like giving confirmation and stuff like that. That's where I actually learned how to trust myself. And then after that, I just said, fuck it, what do I got to lose? Either I'm gonna say the right thing or I'm gonna say the wrong fucking thing. And if I say the wrong fucking thing, they'll just tell me that the shit don't resonate, and that's fine. And so I started doing that, and I just happened to be spot on more than I was inaccurate. So yeah, and so like as I've been, now it's just like a part of who I am. It's like not even like I'm doing work. And I do mediumship readings every single week, whether it's general life readings, you know, tapping into with people higher self and telling them what they need to do right now to get out their own fucking way, or talking to people who have passed away who have messages and stuff for them. And I'm a mentor, like I said. And so like a lot of times when I'm in a session with them, sometimes people will come through if they have a message, and I'll be talking to a mentee, and then somebody auntie or somebody daddy or somebody start talking to me, and I'm like, wait a motherfucking minute, who told them what are you doing here? You know? So no, this is developed. And we all have access to this. Every single one of us. I've not had a student who has not been able to read. It's just about trusting yourself. Radically just saying, fuck it, either I'm going to get it right or I'm going to get it wrong. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, and I think once you start actually loving yourself and trusting yourself, your mentality changes, because you got to change your mentality first. When your mentality changes, it just becomes easier. You know? So yeah. Because everything you said in my reading was what my intuition said. Trust yourself then, girl. You don't need me. And here's the thing about mediumship, it's confirmation. When I do mediumship, I'm not telling you something new. I'm telling you what you already know, you just won't admit to yourself, or you've talked yourself out of it. I'm not telling you anything new. I'm just reflecting back to you what you won't admit, or what you won't say to yourself, or what you won't acknowledge. Because we become very, very good at hiding shit from ourselves. Especially shit that's painful or hurtful or requires us to change because we want to stay comfortable. You know? So I'm not telling you nothing new, boo. I'm just letting you use me so that you can see you. That's it. That's it. I'm a soul mirror. And because I speak all 13 of these flame languages, whatever comes up at the moment is what comes up at the moment. Which is why I'm putting this course together so I can help you. You know? Everybody deserves to be in a software era. Anyways, how important is the sovereign citizenship process for my alignment? I did go ahead and get my scribed. It's not going to matter in 8 years. To be honest, it's not going to matter pretty soon. But if you need something to do right now, I would say just go ahead. Because there's a lot that's happening on that side with this new administration where it should be a lot easier. It might be for the best because then you don't get pulled into their bullshit. You know? Currently listening to your podcast, Becoming No One, and I was wondering with the chakras, do you have to only work one at a time? Not necessarily. It does help, but not necessarily. No. If you are, I would start from the bottom and work my way up. But they kind of all, like when I'm doing energy work, I could be clearing my third eye and I could feel my root fixing itself. You know what I'm saying? So they all intrinsically connected. They're really one system, one energy. So if you use like gold light, or you look at them all together instead of going one by one, like in your mind's eye, what I do is create a second version of myself. And then I push light into my body, and I literally feel myself, like I connect from my heart first, and I see myself form the ball of light in my heart, and then I see it, whatever my dominant hand does, I'm pushing that energy through my chakra system, which I can either do from my crown, but I like to see it in all directions, meaning like when I do push light through, it's going up and down, it's going front to back, it's going side to side, because them is the like compass directions, you know? It's all as above, so below. Shit, it's too much to explain. What I'm saying is, yes, you can work on all of them together. You don't have to just work one at a time. But you don't want to open here and here. These three need to be second to the bottom three. Because if you get this too much and the bottom is closed, spiritual psychosis. Okay. Spirit, why would you say that? Oh my God. Okay. Oh. Hold on. My sister got a human design reading from you. It helped her a lot. Thinking about getting one myself. Period, sister. We love that for her. I think my human design readings are a lot more unique than other people's because I do understand the spirit from like a higher perspective. So a lot of times when I'm doing human design readings and I'm like looking at your energy, I think of examples that are kind of specific to you. And sometimes like I'll say something as an example and then somebody will write me and be like, oh my gosh, that's my specific situation. And I'm like, sorry, girl, I didn't know. Spirit. I literally, before I go into any reading, I say whatever message this person needs to hear, like use me as a vessel, like let it come through me. So I'm happy that it resonated with her. I really am. Hey, Erica. What do you pick up on me for love? Anything worthwhile coming in? Here's the thing, Nay. I think it actually is time for you to, I think that you need self-love right now. Because when I tap into that energy, it feels very like you need that. Do you need that? Like it feels like, not like that, but it feels like you need that. And like there is some component of you that still follows the older traditional antics of like basing your value off of having a person. And I think that you have been, I don't know if you have been alone for a long time or whatever it is, but I feel like that's something that you really yearn for. And I think that that's actually okay, you know, to want that, because there's a part of us that remembers what divine union felt like. But I feel like that you need to bring your standards up a little bit, and you need to bring your, I keep hearing high expectations, and I don't know what that, can you give me clarity on that? Do you have really, really high expectations of other people, meaning like you're critical of a lot of people, like you're critical of people that you're in relationship with? Do y'all be listening to Honey Baby? I like her. Not gonna lie. I am about myself too. Yeah, it feels like a damn, when you say that, the back of my head starts hurting. Like my head starts hurting. Like, Aura, are you serious? Honey. Honey, come here. Well, if you won't let me pet you, honey, I don't know what to do. But you're right, just confirm me. I'm sorry, y'all. I check on my baby because she is cutting up right now. I've never been down bad like that. Are you okay, sister? Stand up. You didn't even had none before. What's going on? Anyways, I'm sorry. But yeah, you're right. Just confirming. Yeah, it feels like self-love needs to be at the forefront right now. And I think that when you actually you'll be able to manage your thoughts a lot better. You'll be able to manage, because I honestly feel like if you bring something in right now, it's not going to be aligned, and it might be more abusive in nature. And I think that you need to love yourself more, so that when it does come in, that it can meet you where you are. But I don't think you've met yourself enough yet. Okay. And I say that with all the love and compassion in the world, because a lot of us have been there. You know, I feel like I used to be like that. And then you just attract somebody who's just mirroring back to you what you refuse to acknowledge, right? And it's not a good situation, because a lot of us learn through relationships. A lot of us learn through pain, you know, and so I think our natural ache for that is us remembering a time where we did live in harmony with ourselves and external partners, right? But I think that you need the internal union first, okay? Yeah, that makes so much sense. I have to work on me. Thank you. You're welcome, my love. What is this buzzing in my ear? Okay. Buzz off. How about that? Hold on, y'all. Taj is truly tapped in. Thank you, Twyla. Thank you, boo. Okay, hold on. Let me go back up and see who's. Hey, Pookie. Yeah, she's over here cutting up. Come get her. Please come get her. This song was written by my soul and just translated through her. Period. Dream about in a suburban house with a woman he settled for. She was better for my guess. God bless, but it couldn't be me. She's got perfect. Okay, all right, I see where I'm at right now. Okay, am I doing what my guides want me to do? Girl, it feels like you're worrying. It feels like you're worrying. And what your guides want you to do is to trust in yourself and trust them. But something feels circumstantial too when I tap into your energy, meaning like your circumstances are just hard to navigate right now, so you making do with what you have. But I think you need to release control. Sunflower, what are you picking up for me? I really want to know what I need to clear in order to move forward. Sorry, my song is on. It's hard for me to concentrate. Sunflower, I don't know why I'm getting this, but the first energy that I get is shallow. So I don't know if that's you focusing on superficial things and like how you're being perceived by other people, instead of like you're trying to reach something that is superficial in nature. And I think that there has to be a relooking at your belief system, going into your subconscious mind and figure out what's you and what's society, what's you and what's your parents, what's you and what you have been told to believe, because something feels kind of shallow. Thank you, Ari. Can you give me confirmation, girl? I need confirmation on that because there's something itching in my ear. Are you still on here? Who was that for? Oof. Hit me still in my... Yeah, I was talking about that with my friend. Yeah, something feels shallow, like something feels superficial. And I feel like there needs to be you looking back at your belief systems and you figuring out what's you and like what's actually you opposed to like what your belief systems are built on. Because I think there needs to be like a washing out of things. Like I think you're right. Like I think you're at this point where it is time for you to release. And I think that you might have had an emotional week recently or an emotional time recently. But I think it's something feels shallow, like something feels superficial, and I think you need to reevaluate, because everything in life needs to be about alignment and resonance, not about persona, performance. Yeah. Are you channeling? No, yes, but no, because I don't channel anymore because I've embodied my oversoul. So it's like telepathy, which is like heart to heart coherence. But is it equivalent to like channeling? Yes, but it's not channeling because I'm not channeling anything outside of myself. It is coming from my heart. It is coming from inside of my body. I could have just said yes and left it at that. But sometimes I be having to explain because I'm a technical person. I think in technical terms. Sunflower, does that make sense for you, boo? Yes, that makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. y'all don't even understand. Leah, I think it's like Leox. It's like Leox. That girl got some music on her, okay? Well, you're definitely more tapped in than me since I'm still developing that trust for myself. I don't want you to think like that, girlfriend. I don't want you to compare it all. My gift is my gift. Your gift is your gift. You don't know where you are in comparison to where on your gift journey. You know, like none of us are going to read the same. None of us are going to get information the same. I actually had a mentee who got information through numbers. I got another mentee who I'm pretty sure she's getting her information through her womb, because our womb has its own, like I'm pretty sure she gets her information through her womb. Another guy, I don't even know where the fuck he's pulling from. And usually I could tell. I don't know where he's pulling from. He's great. You know? So everybody's gift is different. I don't want you to ever compare yourself to nobody else, because they can't do what you do, and they can't do what you do, and you can't do what they do. Okay? You do need to trust yourself though. Okay? But don't think that you less, because you're not less than any motherfucking body, including myself. Okay? I'm sorry, sometimes I turn into people mama, but I'm the bestie you need. Okay? Where did I see my girl? Hey, D. Hold on, let me go back up, y'all. Let me see where I was at. Didn't I answer somebody's question before that? Is this something I can learn? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not something you have to learn, it's something you have to remember. It's in you. It's not on you, it's in you. You just have to remember. You just have to learn to trust yourself. You got to learn to live from your body instead of your mind. Okay? So learn. You already know how to do it. Okay? Is your hair, cutting your hair spiritual? Yes. It's a releasing of energy, because a lot of the old energy stays in our hair, and that's why we got to wash our hair. You know, washing your hair with vinegar and stuff like that really helps to get rid of some of that. But your strand itself, this is a physical manifestation of your ether. Okay? Everything you do is spiritual, because spirit just means frequency. Everything you do is spiritual. You are spiritual. Spirituality isn't something you choose. It is who you are. It is the real you. My eyes be getting big out of nowhere. Girl, relax. Anyways, where am I at? Okay, hold on. Listen, I'm going out of order because I've seen this and spirit start talking to me. What's the dynamic between me and my childhood best friend? It feels off. Thank you. Something feels jealous. Something feels like resentment. And something feels like a trust issue. And to be honest, it feels like something has happened that one of y'all is not aware of. Olga. That's about you, Olga. Give me some clarity. Thank you for your wisdom. You're welcome. The first thing that I pulled was jealous, though. Something feels jealous. Something feels like resentment, like built up. And then something feels like trust issues. And I don't necessarily know if this has been communicated. I can't tell who it's coming from. Am I jealous? That I don't know, because I didn't put a name to it. Like I don't know who it's coming from. But something feels resentment, something feels built up, and something feels like that there is a trust issue. Hold on, I need to hear real quick. Hold on. Have you been people pleasing in a relationship? Like, meaning like you haven't been speaking up for yourself, you haven't been asserting yourself, you haven't been, like, things have been bothering you, but you have not been speaking about them? Yeah, it feels like and you have the trust issue, meaning like you don't trust this person. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Um, yeah, something feels. Can you give me more information, Olga? I don't want to expose you or anything, but I need to understand something real quick because it feels like a separation of energy, like somebody is moving in one direction, somebody's moving in another direction, or somebody is fighting to stay the same, or somebody is, it's a misalignment. My girl's making music again, period. Um, what does that mean? Are you the one who's moving in a different direction and this person is staying where they are? Or is it you who is uncomfortable with the change? Because whatever that is, that's what's creating the tension. Like somebody not liking that things are changing, not liking that y'all are moving in different directions. I feel like I just can't figure her out. Well, I feel like it's something you don't know. Is one of the things though. Because it feels like something has changed about the way that she feels. Yeah, I don't think, like, something feels misaligned, but it feels like, hold on. Let me hear. Yeah, it feels like there's some distance or something that's happening. And because there's distance, it's triggering an abandonment wound. And somebody is gripping. Somebody is trying to grip, but you're only pushing the person away. Yeah, I think that's there's an abandonment wound at play here. And also like the resentment keeps coming up, and it feels like you're trying to give somebody more of what they already don't appreciate, or you're trying to be more, you're trying to do more, it feels more and more and more. And I feel like that person feels differently for some reason about something that hasn't been said. There's something that hasn't been said. Can you give me some clarity, Olga? Tell me as much as you can tell me without exposing yourself. Unless you want to just bear it all, and I'm here for that too. But this feels like a delicate situation. I'll probably be on here for like 15 more minutes, y'all. Because it's about to be 10 o'clock where I'm at. I got to skedaddle. But I'll be on here tomorrow. Okay, I'll think on this. I just sent this big wall with her. Like she's really mad at me or something. Yeah, and I feel like it's causing you to want to do more. But I feel like there's something that's not being said, and there's some space that's being created. No, Olga, because I also feel like you have the tendency to blame yourself for stuff. I just think that there might be some space that needs to happen because I feel like there's something that's not being said. Just give it some space, give it some time. This is my song. The things that happen in my head when I'm listening to this song, like I imagine there's a girl in the middle, and the girl is dancing in between these two guys. And when she's with the guy that she really, really wants, she is dance. When she points, he flexes. When he points, she flexes. It's like they just not in sync, you know. But then when she's with the other guy, they're perfectly in sync. But she don't want him. She keeps trying to get away from him and run to the other guy. Do y'all see it? Hold on. You need to listen so y'all can see it, because when in my head there's a whole production going on. I don't know if y'all knew this. I used to be a dancer, and I would eat this to be an artist who cannot create the art anymore. I'm assuming I should give her space. Yeah, I think you should, because I feel like it's triggering an abandonment wound in you gripping, and I think that that's just causing more of a strain. The sisters, they did this. Do y'all see it? Do y'all see the production that is happening? Yes, thank you, Shazarati. See, you're my people. Yeah, it feels like the abandonment is coming from your side. Like you don't want to lose that relationship. You don't want to, like you just want to talk about it. Like you just want to clear the air, but it feels like she's not saying something, or somebody's not saying something. Somebody feels differently. Yes, to me, dance is how you express music. Like for you to actually visibly see music, you need a dancer, because we hear what other people can't hear. Like the tempo changes, like this is her dancing with the guy. Ooh! And I to be honest, I feel like I would be an amazing choreographer, because when I did my senior project, like I ate that. And I wasn't as technically advanced as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I see, like every time some songs I hear them and I stem on them and I see it and it's happening inside of my body, and it's like a whole visual, and then I start marking it in my living room, and then I was supposed to be working out, and now I've just created a whole production in my head that I can't let go of. You know? So yeah, there's that. Okay. Sorry, I know I was going in order, y'all, but I got lost in the sauce. So whatever question I see, that's where I'm gonna go from. I've been trying not to worry about court. What should I focus on during this process and situation? You need to manage your mind, because I think you expecting the worst, because a lot of things have not went in your favor. I think you need to change the way you think about stuff, because you're creating something. Remember, you are the creator and the creation. I think you need to slow down a little bit. Because I feel like this is, even when you're going through your day, this is like a record that's playing in the back of your head or something. Sorry, I stand in the middle, I'm sorry. But I feel like you need to manage your thoughts a little bit more. I do feel like you are justified in what your worrying is about. I don't know what the case is about, but it feels like there's a justifiable worry, but I feel like you don't want to create the situation, okay? So I think managing your mind, that's what needs to happen with that. Yes, she got the fuck on real quick. She don't like to be seen. She just be in her own place. And as soon as I like pick her up or something, she gets so mad that I touched her that she would disappear for hours. She would disappear and just go to sleep. Like, I cannot believe you're trying to show me to people. She don't like that. Boundaries. Cats are here to teach us boundaries. That's why they don't touch me. Okay. Which chakras are out of alignment for me? This is DeAndrea. Or which should I focus on right now? Your heart is the first thing that comes up. And that feels like grief and betrayal. It also feels like your root. To be honest, they all out of alignment. If I'm gonna be honest. But your heart sticks out to me, your root sticks out to me, which is safety. And that might be focus on money, focus on safety. And I keep hearing throat, and I can't tell if your throat is in alignment or out of alignment. Because when I was talking about when the throat came up, it was when I said to myself, "Well, what's not out of alignment?" It does feel like you might be a vocal person. But there's some sacral issues, and I don't know if that comes from trauma, lack of consent, or if that comes from relationships. But that also feels like a big one. And then your solar plexus, and that just feels like overthinking, like being too mental, like being too in your head, being too strategic, being too analytical. Stomach issues might come with that. Where you at, girl? Well, damn, okay, I figured all though, but death throat. Okay. I don't think that they're bad. Like, I don't think that they're all bad though. I just feel like you've lived out of alignment for a while. And there's some excess emotional energy that needs to be released. And I feel like a lot of this can be solved with working on regulating your emotions in a way. And I don't know if that comes from suppression. That's what it feels like. It feels like it comes from suppression. There's a lot of excess emotional energy in your vessel. When's the last time you cried, girl? Where you at, DeAndrea? I'm here. When the last time you cried, my love? I'm just trying to process. Okay. December 2024. Sorry, I was rushing you. I'm sorry. I had a situation with my dad. Okay. That's crazy because I kept hearing your dad and I couldn't figure out if he was still living or not. You wasn't wrong in that situation. You feel like you're not wrong in that situation. I don't know why. I feel like there's some emotional invalidation there. Ooh, my head is starting to hurt. I felt like the end of us. I was heartbroken. I did try to confront him, and it was a mess. Yeah, it feels like a lack of accountability, emotional validation, and I feel like you wasn't wrong in that situation. Whatever that situation was, it feels like you were not wrong. Yeah, and it feels like somebody is proud of you for speaking up, or because I don't know if that is something that doesn't happen often for you, but I feel like somebody feels proud of you. I mean, it feels like a grandmother's type of energy or a great grandmother. That feels like that hurts though. That feels like that hurts though. Like determined to misunderstand you. Yeah, the type of man he is. Let's just say bully to everyone. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like there's no accountability. Yeah. Was that your first time? Like, was that your first time confronting him, or was that your first time like? He feels like he's hard to get. Like he don't care about what you're saying. He just cares about winning the argument. Um. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, it was the first time. That's what it felt like. Yeah. Um. No, somebody's proud of you too, and it feels like somebody on your dad's side though. It feels like a grandma or great grandma or somebody, a woman's energy. Um. But it feels like he gonna be determined to misunderstand you. I don't think there's something that you gonna have to worry. Like you should continue to invest your energy in right now, because I honestly feel like he's not in a place where he's gonna be able to hear you, because he's always kind of had to be on the defense. He's always had to be in survival mode in a way, and so he perceives everything as a threat, unfortunately, including you. And I'm sorry that you got to experience that, because it does feel abusive, if I'm being honest. Okay, do you feel like that caused one of the chakra blockages? Yeah, your heart, the grief, the betrayal, the grief, the betrayal. Yeah, your heart. Oh yes, it's more than just this one situation. Absolutely. It feels like an excess of emotional energy, like you've suppressed for a long time. And I do feel like you're finding your foot, and I do feel like you're walking a new path. However, you can assert yourself more. You can speak up for yourself more. And I think that this situation kind of made you reluctant in a way. And I think it reconfirms some things that you already kind of was causing the hesitation in the first fucking place, you know? So I feel like it's a situation where you need to continue to trust yourself, continue walking the path that you walk, and understand that you wanting to take this new journey and taking the steps that you're taking is an admirable thing. I think you need to just keep doing it. And it is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. I think that was actually something you had to go through, because you still need to push through in that area, if that makes sense. Like, yes, that's something that you had to go through. But I think it was like a test, like almost like, is she going to continue doing this, or is she going to back down now? Is she going to revert back to what she used to do? And I think you passed. I think you've continued, but you gotta let people meet you. You gotta let people know who you are, and it only happens through us expressing our differences. Otherwise, you're just a people pleaser. Nobody really knows who you are. You don't have no genuine connections. You end up being everything for everybody, and nobody is that for you. You know, so oh, you just had your 25th birthday, baby. You just walked through a threshold, a trauma threshold at that. Probably need to read it. This feels really deep. It was literally the night of my 25th birthday. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a portal. That's a threshold for you to walk back towards yourself. And I think that journey has already started for you, which is a really great place to be. No, sorry. When I had the incident with the dad, it was that night. Yeah, no, I hear you. I got you. December 2024, which means you just walked through your 25th portal. It's a threshold for remembrance. It's where you stop experiencing the trauma of it all, and you start walking back to yourself. You start remembering who you are again. You start standing up for yourself. You start advocating for yourself. You start on that journey of mastery. So these next couple of years, from 25 to 29 and a half, are going to be about you learning who you are and being comfortable being who you are, regardless of how you're being perceived by the environment around you. And I wish you luck, girl. It's hard, but you keep going regardless of whoever the fuck is standing in your way. Move them, take a page out of his book and move them the fuck out of your way. Bulldoze them if you have to. This song has been stuck in my fucking head. And it's the end part. So yeah, you keep going. Those who get it will get it. You know, you need to, I feel like you need to go where you received. Be around people who can receive you. And what I mean by that is, like, we got to understand we are water. Okay? And so when we meet people, we got to figure out whether or not that container can hold us. Because what happens is we meet all these people and they just like, you're too much, you're too sensitive, you're too this. And the correct answer is yes. I am too much for somebody with little hands. Okay, I need to go get somebody with bigger hands. I'm too much with somebody who only has the capacity to hold that much. Why am I trying to fit into a place that cannot hold me? Water shapes to whatever container it's in. So you don't need to be less. You need to go get somebody who is more. Basically. T. But I'm proud of you, love. I want you to keep advocating for yourself. You deserve to have people around you who actually support you and who don't make you feel like shit. Or like what you got to say is an inconvenience to them. People who don't feel threatened by your growth. People who can hold themselves accountable. People who don't treat you like a fucking op. Can you please read it? What you talking about? God is good. It's a little too long for the chat. I sent it via message. You might have to put it in here, my love. Because when I get off of here, you know, like when I do free readings, it's for people who come in the live. So you got to put it in here. Just split it up into 2 comments if you got to. I'll take one more. I'll wait for you. But you'll be my last one because I got to go rest. Because I got to get up early. I got up super early because I had an inspection today. And so I got up early to do whatever, to clean and straighten up and stuff. And I need to get up early tomorrow to work out and do a mommy and me reading. Oh shit. I'm new. How often are you on here? Girl, I'm with the wind. I'm not something that can be tied down. Not to a time, not to a space, not to a generation. So dramatic. It's whenever the spirit moves me, you know, so I would just suggest hitting that subscribe or that notification button there up at the top, because I'm wherever the wind blows me. Most of the time, you can catch me live every single Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Pacific time, which is 3 Central, 4 Eastern. But that's for me to teach about Atlantis and stuff like that. I don't do no readings or nothing like that. When it comes to readings, you're going to have to catch me when you catch me. But I probably will be on here. I told myself this week that I'm going to go live at nighttime. So after Love Island, so 7 o'clock my time. So that's going to be 10 Eastern, 9 Central. So I'm going to try to come on here a couple nights this week. But I'm in the wind, girl. You just gotta catch me when you catch me. It's about alignment, you know? It's about alignment. My favorite show. Yes, Love Island done blew the fuck out of me. They need me to come into the villa so that I could read everybody they fucking rights. And then I will be happy going home right after. You know, just a quick in, out. I just gotta say what America needs to be said. Because Crazy. I was trying my hardest not to post about it because I see so many people posting about it, and I'm not, because I was jumped into social media, meaning like I went viral before I was ready to be criticized. I don't like when there's so many people talking about one person. Like, that just feels a little gross to me. But I did make a post about Hood and Ace both suffering from inadequacy because of performance culture, which is what we're rewarded on in society, and how it appears in a man and a woman. And them two probably need to be together because they will probably mirror each other so much that they wake each other up. And I'm here for a little transformation. Alandria too, because they all suffering from it, just on different levels. Sierra, they all suffering it from inadequacy on different levels. And the girls, I just want to go and shake you. These ain't even top tier fucking men. These is low key like bottom of the fucking bed, like, bitch. These ain't even know what is we doing. Taylor, please get the fuck out of town. You couldn't pay me to touch him with somebody else's coochie. I don't understand what the big deal is. It's crazy. It's insanity if you think about it. And I don't even think that his door is swinging her way. I think his door is swinging the other way. If I'm being honest, him leaping over her to hug Nick, diabolical. Nick come back from his date, he's the first person hug. I damn near think he want him. I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, something going on. Something ain't right in the pudding cake. I'm just saying. Something ain't fucking right. And he talked like a 5-year-old. You better off talking to Chat GPT. Like, talk to a motherfucker while you get 3 words. It's like, what are you talking about? You going around in circles. You don't even know what to say. Are you okay? Did you think about this? Ugh. It's so stressful. Because I liked last season so much, and I'm not like a reality TV show type of girl, but I love a good rom-com love story. You could, my heart is right here. My heart is right here. So, you know, I like to see stuff develop, get it on the ground floor, some love, you know? I support that shit. I love that shit. But y'all look a mess. Y'all look a fucking mess this season. And Huda don't know why she's still there. Austin, get the fuck out of my villa. Like, you give me nothing. I just don't understand. TJ, bye. Bland, him and Iris can sail off into the seas. They just all give me nothing. I do like Shelly, but Ace is not her guy. Stand up. Alondria, you've given me the ick over the last 3 episodes. Girl, I really would like to be your bestie. Come in here and shake the fuck out of you. Stand up. We're not doing that. That's not where the cat needs to be popped. Chris is standing right there. Like, what? Chris is right there. I cannot deal with it. Hoodie should have been gone. Don't even get me started. She pissed me off to the highest festivity. I can't get more pissed than what she did. It was unfair to everybody. It was unfair to everybody. She needs to be in a psych institution. No, she doesn't. She needs self-love. That's really what it is. This is a self-love issue. She needs somebody to validate her so bad. I don't watch it, but I was shocked to see TikTok Ace on the show. Yeah, he should have stayed his ass at home. Because he there for the money, and we're not letting him touch that 100,000. Cancel Christmas. Not on my watch. Never. Because that's exactly what he wants. He's trying to win the game. Are there any open spots still for a reading? I'm probably not going to take no more tonight. I'm about to hop off, y'all. But I do offer them on my website. He was trying to get his buddies over here. No, for real. I think he I genuinely feel like he cast the entire show, and that's why he acting like he's the leader of the whole pack. Because I used to work in reality TV. I worked for Basketball Wives, Real Housewives of Miami. Like, I used to work in reality TV space, and we operate off of referrals. So if we book you for something, we ask you, do you have anybody else? And that's why Miguel's friend is on there, because they go back immediately to previous cast members and ask them for referrals. And I think that they just flew a little too close to the sun this time, because there's proof that Ace knows Olandria and Ace knows Shelly. So something ain't right. And they overproducing the show. They overproducing it. Stop trying to meet America's needs. It feels inorganic. But I like the show only because I get to psychoanalyze everybody. And that's my favorite part about TV and movies and all of that, is that I see connections, I see patterns, and that scratches the itch that I have. And so I be having to scratch that itch sometimes, because I like how my mind works as well. Even though I'm a person who lives out of my body, sometimes I just need to think through some things, you know? And like looking at other people's behaviors and how people show up and stuff like that. It's just like, I read people all the time. And I like reading people. I ain't got to tell you that I'm reading you, but I like reading people. To me, it's interesting, because so many of us are suffering from the same shit. So many of us are doing the same shit in a different font. You know? So, how scripted do you think the show is? Mild. I think it's mild. I think sometimes the producer will jump in and make them make a decision that America's gonna like, opposed to them. Like, for example, when Ace chose Amaya, that was produced. You can't convince me otherwise. That was produced because he looked mad as hell. I also think they kind of played up that Ace and Jeremiah situation. Like, I don't think that Ace got to say everything he was supposed to say, because they kind of cut him off at the knees with that. Also the Nick Landria, that was absolutely produced. So not a lot, but it's just like certain things you can tell when they produced. So anywho, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'll put this on YouTube so y'all can go back and watch this if y'all want to. But I'll probably hop on here either tomorrow or sometime later on this week to do some more readings and stuff. But I love y'all deep. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.